Keeping up with the Joneses is a phrase that originated in England in 1879. It was then popularized by a comic strip that began in 1913 and continued until 1938. The comic depicted a family of social climbers who attempt to match the lifestyle of their neighbors, the Joneses. While the comic didn't have lasting fame, the term itself, keeping up with the Joneses, remains well known today. The saying is something that's still quite relatable. It often feels like everyone around us can afford more than we can, and a lot of the time we see influencers going on lavish vacations, buying designer clothes, or living in spaces that belong in Architectural Digest. But it's not always online. Sometimes we see our friends or strangers around us that buy and do things that are beyond our current budget. Well, if they can spend money on all of this stuff, why can't we? In today's video, I want to talk about comparing finances and feeling like you need to keep up. For a long time, people's worlds were their physical community, your neighbors, friends, and coworkers. Now we have community through social media that breaks down the proximity barriers. We have access to people worldwide, and we can decide if we want to join the online community or observe from afar. Through social media, we're able to view 20, 50, 100 people who come from all sorts of economic backgrounds in the matter of a 15-minute scroll. Through a single doom scroll session, the lasting impression is typically the things people showed us that we want or now want. That last impression makes us feel like we're falling behind, even if we aren't able to purchase that thing or experience. While we all know that social media can be a lot of smoke and mirrors, I want to remind you of a few things to help bring the things we view into context. Social media tends to reward the extreme. We generally don't think to post our regular everyday life. We tend to post highlights of something exciting that's happened or an achievement. And making a payment towards your student loan isn't post-worthy. Neither is paying your rent or making a bill payment. What we do tend to see is people posting about the new clothes they just purchased, or the latest phone, or tickets to an upcoming concert. We have been unknowingly trained by algorithms to know what is worth posting about and what isn't. But we still take in posts without considering that someone is not posting the ordinary parts of their lives. So if people are posting just the exciting things in their life, how are they affording the things they're making all this content about? One thing to think about is, are they affording the lifestyle, or are they borrowing to seem like they're affording the lifestyle? Borrowing of money to make content is something we need to consider before letting the keep up impact our own finances. This year, 60% of Coachella tickets were bought using a buy now, pay later type service. The accessibility of borrowing money through credit cards or buy now, pay later services means that we can't tell if someone around us or on social media is financing their lifestyle with their savings or if they're going into debt. People share what they bought. They don't necessarily disclose that they bought it on their credit card. So how do we fight the gut reaction to want what someone else has? Well, personally, I feel like knowledge is power. It makes me feel empowered to know how financial tools work before I decide to use them, such as these buy now, pay later services or credit cards and interest. We'll link to videos about credit cards and credit scores in the description box below. It's important to understand the financial tools people are using to ensure that we're making an informed decision. How often are we comparing ourselves to someone without knowing the full picture? If they're borrowing to present this lifestyle, is it worth it to keep up with them? Are we able to appreciate this lifestyle they're presenting without needing to own it? And finally, what is the stage of life that these people are in? And is that realistic to our current stage of being a student? As a student, our current priority will be the investment in our own education. Are we comparing ourselves to someone who's already completed their post-secondary studies and are in full swing of their career? We'll have videos in the description box below that deep dive further into finding financial balance and managing money. Don't forget to like the video. We're very appreciative and it helps us understand what sort of content you want to see. And if you'd like to see more content from us, then hit that subscribe button. Thanks. Bye.